So who are you? Just because you just come up to me just like some.
You haven't even told me your name. Why am I going to tell you, man?
Because you're telling me that I can't do something with that property. Are you associated with that property? To me, you just look like some street lady that's just what.
Going for a walk and just see.
Yeah. New Market House. So yeah, this is Leeds City Council, one of their buildings. I'm not sure what they do here. I'm hoping we do get a chance to find out. Have a waste management thing coming out there, so I don't know if it's something to do with like Leeds City Council waste management. Does look like a fairly new building, fairly sad. Security cameras covering this side. Looks like there's some work going on the roof, so we might get to see that with a bit of drone action, the work that's going on up there. We've got the Leeds City Council cars there. And a beautiful mural along the actual windows and whatnot. Like bike sheds and stuff like that. And then all the vehicles at the back. So yeah, I'm not actually quite sure what they do at Leeds City Council. Well, I know what they do at Leeds City Council, but not New Market House. And obviously it's saying up there that CCTV's in operation. They do have some CCTV cameras.
Can we help you?
So
Private land, what you feel?
We are at a Leeds City Council building, paid for by the public. Auditors come to places like this to check if staff respect the right to film in public. In this case, the auditor is standing on public land. At first, the security staff speak politely, but they quickly try to act in charge. Right away, they ask why he is filming, which is a common reason these situations turn tense later.
stay back, don't get too close, yeah. What do you mean? I'm just having a quick look at
Yeah, on private land, what are you filming?
what do you do at New Market House?
Who are you, please?
I'd rather not get into that. I'm just
I'm asking you, because you're on private land filming our private property.
Alright, no, well I'm just gonna stay in public. I'm not actually gonna go on now, you know what I mean? Just yeah, I know, but
I'd like to know what you filmed, please.
Oh, I just need to get some footage basically.
Where are you from?
Where am I from?
Yeah,
it doesn't really matter. I'm not.
I'm asking you. Why are you being evasive?
I'm not being evasive.
You're not answering the question. It's a very civilised question. That you've come in with filming equipment and filmed private vehicles and property. It's pretty reasonable to ask who you are and what you're filming for.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Now, are you?
I'm not gonna get into that. I'm literally just got to get.
I'm asking you. You're not filming me now, are you? You need to tell me if you are.
I don't need to. You've just walked up to me. I'm literally doing a video.
Walked up to me because you've come onto our property and filmed it.
I'm doing a video about New Market House.
Yeah, who are you?
I'm not willing to say.
Well, I'm not going to answer the question then unless you tell me who you are. That's perfectly reasonable, isn't it?
Yeah,
Don't you think that's reasonable?
Well, I'll tell you what I've come here to do it today. I've just come here to do to get some footage. I need some footage. Because I want to. There's no law against it.
You're hiding your identity, are you?
Not really, no.
Well, you are. Whether intentionally or not, you're hiding your identity by wearing a mask.
Well, what about
That's how I
COVID?
perceive it.
Yeah, what about COVID? But anyway, what I'm going to say is, I've come to fly my drone over, basically.
The guard quickly asks the auditor for ID. But in the UK, members of the public don't have to show identification to security or even to police, unless they are being arrested or there is a specific law that requires it. The auditor calmly stands his ground. The guard then mixes up filming a building with invading someone's privacy, which is incorrect. This confusion is about to make the situation worse.
Let's have a look at this site.
You can't fly your drone over our site without our permission.
I will definitely be doing it. I will.
Can't do without our permission.
I can. What makes you say that?
You can't fly your property. You can't fly your drones over property and see what people are doing.
Why can't you?
Because you can't. You're not allowed.
Not allowed.
It's the law.
What law is it? Go on then. You just said it's the law. Go on. What law is that
I'm
then?
not going to quote the law, but it's obvious it's the law. You can't You can't fly drones over properties without permission.
Yes, you can.
You can't.
Yes, you can. Why? You've got to explain to me. Obviously, if you're saying there's a law against
I'll
it.
explain to you when you give the civil response to who you are
I'll
and why
explain.
you're filming.
I'll
and why you're
explain
asking
to
me
you.
questions.
I can fly over there for definite. It is legal for me to fly my drone over there. It's not a problem. I've just come to get today to get the footage that I need. Then I'm going to be gone. I'll only be about 20 minutes.
Right,
There's some stuff around
I'm
back.
telling you now, you do not have our permission unless you tell me who you are to film on our property or above our property or any of the private people or vehicles in the place without our permission, which I'm quite happy to give you if you tell me who you are and what you want to use it for.
No, I don't.
I've nothing to hide, but I think it's perfectly reasonable for us to understand when a stranger walks into our secure property with filming with a mask on. You have to understand how that looks.
Yeah, but I'm literally, I'm not looking to engage with you.
You could be casing the place up.
The guard says the auditor isn't allowed to fly a drone without council permission. But normally, drone rules are controlled by the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA, not the landowner, as long as the pilot follows the drone code. The auditor understands this, but the staff member still tries to take control. Notice how the guard changes the approach. He says the auditor can fly the drone, but only if he gives his personal details. It becomes a trade. Give up your privacy in exchange for permission.
It could be a security risk to us. You could be a terrorist.
Can
you not understand where we're coming from?
Come on, guys, grow up.
No, you grow up.
You grow up.
You
grow up.
I'm sorry, but if you don't give us the answers, I'm going to have to phone the police.
Phone the police then.
All right, I will do. Okay? I've given you fair warning and opportunity to tell us who you are, what the purpose of your filming is, and to come and sit down if you want to and make that request to us. We're perfectly happy to consider and allow you to do and explain what we do and have you get access. Just explain what you are here to do and what for.
The whole thing is, though, I don't need to explain myself, do I really?
You do if you want our permission.
You think I do. I don't. I don't need to. I've come here today just to have a little look at the building. I'm going to fly over with my drone. I'm going to get all the footage that I need. I'm just going to disappear.
Can make but I'm telling you now, as far as I'm concerned, you do not have the permission to do that, and I will report that to the police. Okay?
What? You've got to report crimes. You've got to report crimes.
That's up to the police to make a decision on, but I'm telling you what I intend to do.
What crime are you going to report to the police?
I'm telling you what I'm going to do.
Yeah. You're not making too much sense, to be honest.
I'm making perfect sense. Do you tell me what you don't understand, right? You've come on our property. Well, I don't know who you are. You've got a mask on, concealing who you are. You've got to understand from a security viewpoint, as a public service building, we have security threats that could be people that are casing our joint for stealing vehicles, stealing fuel, or stealing within the property. You could be a terrorist. You could be anybody. It's perfectly reasonable for us to understand who you are and ask for that.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's reasonable?
This is where things get serious. The guard brings up terrorism and security risks just because the auditor is wearing a mask. But under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act, there must be real, fact-based suspicion, not just irritation about someone filming. The staff member is using extreme, what-if scenarios to pressure the auditor into giving ID. Notice how the auditor stays calm and doesn't let these big accusations scare him.
But I've not come here today to do that. I've not come here today.
Do you know this guy? Yeah.
I'm just going to fly my drone over just like...
You're not flying your drone over from it, as far as we're concerned. You haven't got the permission to do that.
I'm definitely going to do it,
It's a perfectly civil question to ask you who you are. You could be anybody casing the joint.
I could be, you're right. I ain't come here today to engage with you, though. I just came over just to have a little... Stay out of the property. Yeah. Go on, guys. Don't waste your time out here. Go on. You're probably busy, aren't you? Get back in, go on.
It's all right, we're busy making sure that the place is secure.
Yeah.
All you've done is make us even more nervous about your intentions of what you are and what you're trying to do. I don't understand why you would hide who you are and what you're wanting to do.
Well, I'm literally passing. I've just told you what I'm doing.
You're not literally passing, are you? You've got 4K, whatever it's called, GoPro things on. You've got. I've asked you a few times whether you're filming and I'll ask you not to, and you're still not replying to that. So you clearly are.
Yeah, but what makes you, right? You've got this sense of grandeur that I have to answer your questions in public.
Because you entered our property and it's a security risk.
I'm stood in public. I don't have to answer any of your questions.
Before, though. You've walked around our property and filmed it. Okay, well, I'm giving you warning that I will phone the police. Okay? And I'm asking you in a nice civil way to just explain who you are and what your purpose is. And if you want permission, I'm very happy to sit down and show you what we do.
All you need to do, right, is if you don't waste the police time. Don't ring the police up if you're not going to report a crime.
The guard doubles down, repeating and strengthening his accusations. The rule is simple. Preparing to commit a crime looks nothing like standing openly with a bright camera. The auditor stays calm and refuses to get drawn into pointless, circular arguments. The guard threatens to call the police, a common pressure tactic, but his reasoning doesn't match real security procedures. Later, he makes an absurd comparison, likening a small consumer drone to a missile attack on the Kremlin, an exaggeration so extreme you have to see it to believe it.
My decision to make, but thank you for your advice.
Yeah, but you're supposed to report a crime.
That's up to you.
You're not going to ring 999, are you?
I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to phone the police.
All right, then.
Okay? Unless you tell me who you
That's
are.
the sound of the police.
What your purpose is. Are you listening?
Yeah.
The guy's number.
No, it's basically, it's an undercover copper.
Is it? Whoop, whoop. That's the sound of the police. What is it? Is he coming back or what's it?
I'm not going to tell you anything. I don't know who you are.
All right, see you later, guys. Go on. Off you go. So, a guy in a BMW, a blue BMW, that's just going to the Euro car park, pulled up to speak to him. Purposely didn't film him because he weren't part of the melee or whatever. That's the two guys getting out over there in the distance. And it turns out that they're undercover police. That's what it says. That's what he just told me. The undercover police pulled up to speak to him. Right, guys. We've got that blue BMW, right? He came out of the Euro car parks, the undercover police that said they were undercover police. And he literally went over to speak to him. And he's coming out of the car park now, so these guys apparently are undercover police. Guy in a blue BMW watching me now. Been sat there for a while, that guy. Undercover police, apparently. There he goes, he's off now.
The threat of calling the police usually disappears when the auditor doesn't panic or try to leave. In this moment, the auditor thinks he sees undercover police nearby. Whether he is right or not, it shows how much suspicion and overthinking these audits can create. The guard then backs off because his attempts to take control aren't working. This is an important point. Intimidation has failed. The proper, professional response would be to walk away, but the tension is still there.
Oh, just flying my drone over, having a look, see what's going on with council.
What do you mean?
Just,
Your mask is broken.
yeah, it broke earlier, you know what I mean?
So why are you having it broken?
Well, it's better without one. It's better having one on than not, isn't it, in these days
But
with
it's
COVID
broken.
and whatnot. Yeah,
It's not gonna do anything for you.
don't matter, does it?
Oh yeah, it doesn't make any sense for you.
I'm gonna have to land this while you're talking to me because I don't want to crash it. You know what I mean? So let me just land this.
But why are you flying this thing?
Sorry, what are you saying?
Why are you flying this thing here?
What do you mean? Why am I flying my drone here?
Yeah.
Because I've decided to do it today.
But this is not. This is a private property.
It don't matter, does it?
Yeah. Do you have permission to fly that?
Do I have permission? I don't
Yeah.
need permission to fly my
Oh,
drone.
you need permission to fly a drone according to the air regulations.
What
What's the
regulations are those? Could you tell me?
Yeah, the drone flying regulations. What's the
Drone
register
flying
number?
regulations. The what?
The registration number for the drone.
It don't have a registration number.
Then you're flying it illegally.
No,
You need
no.
to register a drone to fly it.
No, listen,
by
you're talking to
law.
an expert in drone law here.
Well, tell me.
I've got an operator ID on the top of this drone.
Right.
It's an operator ID, it's not a license, yeah.
Okay.
And basically I'm just flying legally. It's a 249 gram drone.
Even when you go to private property, it's illegal. It's legal.
It's legal, yeah, because
Like
it's
to go into airspace to like airports. it's legal.
not airports. No,
Oh,
you're getting
so it's different now.
The auditor gets his drone ready, and a member of the public steps in. She questions why he's wearing a mask. But in public, wearing a face covering is usually a personal choice and completely legal. There's nothing to hide. Argument is common in conversations, but it has no legal meaning. Notice how the auditor now has to explain what he's wearing. even though he's just trying to use his equipment.
Airport, obviously.
Well, that's private airspace, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's a flight restriction zone around an airport. There's no flight restriction zone around your building.
So you can fly it anywhere you feel like it.
Yeah, you can actually literally just fly a drone wherever you...
That's not true.
That's the same as when you can walk
You've
on
got
private property when you
you've
feel
got
like
high
it. Yeah?
restrictions.
You've got height restrictions, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's 120 metres. 120 metres is the height restriction.
You haven't gone up
I haven't gone up that far. No, I won't go over 120 metres.
No, because you will lose track of the
Yeah,
position.
you would lose sight of it, and you can't. You're supposed to. You've got to keep visual line of sight of the drone, and that includes being able to tell which way it's oriented.
Yeah.
So I've got to be able to tell what way this drone's facing. So from here, flying to your building and back, I'd be able to see this perfectly. I can see it perfectly. I've just tried it. Just so I can see which way it's pointing and everything. You're losing a battle here because you're talking to a drone. Well, I mean,
I'm just asking
yeah,
you,
but
I'm just
no, that's
curious.
cool. But I mean,
you couldn't tie explosives around that and drop it on the building.
what, tie explosives around this and drop it off the building?
Yeah, drop it onto the building.
All right. Well,
there's nothing, is there? You could actually tie explosives around that and put it onto the building.
I could tie
It's a
explosives.
terrorist risk, basically. Yeah.
You mean like what happened at Kremlin overnight?
Well,
Yeah.
for instance, that could happen. Yeah, something like that, and them lines. Yeah.
Do you think I'm gonna? Well,
How do I know
Yeah.
though? You're covering your identity.
Right, so have you asked permission to be
It's all right,
flying
it's
here?
on the way anyway.
Now the conversation turns technical. The auditor is right when he mentions the 120-meter height limit for drones. But the member of the public takes the issue to an extreme, suggesting that a small hobby drone could carry explosives like an attack on the Kremlin. This is a huge and unrealistic jump in logic. It shows that fear, not actual law or facts, is driving her reaction. The auditor responds calmly, using basic physics and real rules to correct the misunderstanding.
Police are on the way. I'm not asking permission because I don't need to. It's silly, isn't it? It's silly I'm telling people to ask permission.
Right,
Isn't it?
so can you go and record somebody's garden without their permission?
I think you can, yeah. But the thing with residential,
can't.
with residences, it's different.
Well,
Because with compared
which-
commercial premises versus residential, the privacy laws are different.
yeah, but you cannot go over a residential or a commercial without permission.
You can go over. Of course you can.
You can go to a field, you can go to the mountains and record it, okay? Because nobody lives
Can
there.
you back
and
up what
it's
you're
not
saying
there.
with the relevant laws, please? Because I can back it up. You're telling me stuff that's not correct, and you can't back it up with law. I'm telling you stuff that is correct and backing it up by law.
Which law? We're in
it-
the same position.
Yeah.
Give me the name of the law.
There's a document called CAP 722.
Okay.
If you read CAP 722,
I'll do it
yeah,
now. Is it
you
very
Google
short?
CAP 722 and look for sub 250 gram drones, and CAP 722 will tell you where you can fly that. If you look, it's in the A2 open class in CAP 722.
Okay.
I'm flying in the A2 open class, CAP 722. So-
Drones. No, but if you come here and says, "Hi, I want to record here. This is my name, and register as a visitor, and do it openly."
Yeah.
It
Who
doesn't-
are you,
it
by the
doesn't
way?
have to
Then
divulge.
people-
It doesn't have to divulge his name or his
No,
intentions, really.
You
That's
just
his,
go make it sneakily, just coming and filming, going through the exit vehicle
basically, he's filming to try to provoke
instead
a
of using
response
the
from us,
pedestrian.
so he can put it on social media.
That's
what
not
he's
right.
doing.
Somebody's misinformed you there, but
Yeah, that's what
I don't
I'm
think so. I've seen you
managing
myself.
Operations.
so who are you? Just because you've just come up to me, just like
You
some
haven't even told me your name. Why am I gonna tell you mine?
because you're telling me that I can't do something with that property. Are you associated with that property?
well,
To me, you just like look like some
I'm
street
just
lady
going-
that's
I'm
just
just
walked.
going for a walk and just seeing
Yeah,
things,
yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
saying, like,
The passerby keeps getting involved and mixes up home privacy issues with flying a drone over a public or commercial area. She accuses the auditor of causing trouble just to post online. Even though audits do test how people react, filming in public is still a legal right. The auditor stays calm, even when she insults his clothing. It's interesting to see an ordinary citizen trying to enforce rules more forcefully than the actual security staff.
Resolution, conditional amendments, changes.
Cap 722, A2 open class, sub 250 gram drone.
Right. Might as well just leave it to it. Not going to get anywhere.
He's right. He's right. He's right in what he's saying. You know what I mean? There's no point. You're
No,
saying
I'm
some
not
stuff.
saying it.
Yeah.
I'm just curious why
Yeah.
you dress like this with a broken mask that is not do anything for COVID or for any kind of diseases. You just look so dodgy.
Ah,
that people are gonna come to
yeah,
you
but
saying, like, what are you
if you
doing?
think somebody's dodgy, if you just come over to them and speak to them, you could probably figure it out, couldn't you?
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
yeah,
like,
exactly. Well, I can guarantee you, I'm not doing anything dodgy today. I'm just getting a few aerial photographs.
Well, there's something called Google Maps. You've heard of that?
Oh no,
Google
but I'm going to do my own stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to Google Maps. I mean, it might not be up to date. You know.
It's from the satellites, not from a little drone.
So are we in agreement then? I'm allowed to fly my drone over because I've just given you the
I'm
law.
looking at this, and you said
Yeah.
check section what?
A2 open class cap 722.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Yeah, and it talks about sub
And then it
250
goes
gram
on.
drones, doesn't it? It talks about the weight of the drone, and it says you can fly them in industrial estates, parks, anywhere you like, really. Yeah. Anything that's sub 250, as in less than 250 grams,
Yeah.
you can basically fly it anywhere, apart from an airport and a prison. That's the general rule. There are.
Surely I wouldn't like somebody flying on top of my garden.
Oh, you can fly over
recording that.
people's gardens, definitely. But what you can't do is breach people's privacy, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
I can't fly it over your garden and hover outside your window and look into your bedroom. I can't do that and purposely film it because that's
Yeah.
privacy laws, you know what I mean. But if
Yeah.
it flies over your garden as part of a flight that's coming back to my garden and I'm your neighbour, there's no problem with that. It's just, you know what I mean. It's just.
Well, but that can that drone film or not?
Yeah, this drone can definitely film. Yeah, it's just stuff like 4K.
What's it? You alright?
Yeah.
Have you got a minute?
Yeah.
Go for you.
A call.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers, thanks for that.
You're not Marty Blackburn, are you?
I'm not Marty Blackburn, no, but I've spoken to Marty before. Yeah. It says along those lines. You are right.
I just wondered.
Take care. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers.
The video ends with a lesson on CAP 722, the UK drone rules. The auditor explains the rules for small drones under 250 grams. There are 3 main points to take away. First, airspace rules. Permission to fly usually comes from the Civil Aviation Authority, CAA, not the property owner. Second, suspicion versus annoyance. Calling someone a terrorist just for holding a camera is not reasonable. Third, knowledge is power. Staying calm and knowing the rules, like CAP 722, helps prevent conflicts better than getting angry. This video is for learning purposes, not legal advice, so always check your local laws.